Hi collective, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the newbies. I appreciate you all, okay? We are a channel that's looking for a relationship with ourselves first, okay? We're looking for self-love. Too many cards at once. Too many. So we're looking for that relationship with self first, okay? So you can have a healthy relationship outside of yourself. I think someone's got a lot to say. Maybe someone's saying, you know, when you have like with this channel, it's all about managing your emotions, isn't it? Your passion, all right? So you don't be reckless, you don't be hyperactive, impulsive, daredevil. Someone's feeling like they need to be single because there's only so far casual sex can take you, all right? It's not fulfilling. Why? Because sex is the most intimate thing you can actually do for yourself. Do you understand? And when there's no feelings, it's only so far it can take you. Now, someone feels like it's a burden working underneath that energy, especially when it comes to wish fulfillment. Maybe King of Cups, all right? Maybe the King of Cups is looking at manifesting an ending of a Two of Cups. Oh, what is wrong with these people, man? They're sick people, man. Oh, look, too many cards. Oh, because they're small ones. They're not supposed to be in there. See, yeah, it's about that casual sex again, even in the small deck for a King of Cups. When it comes to wish fulfillment, it's not working. Someone wants to end or manifest a Two of Cups. It's a burden. It's been a painful ending for someone because this strategy is not working. Always bringing conflict to their own success. It's just bringing pure conflicts, rivals, challenges to their own success. They need a new strategy, you know? Okay, so someone needs to manage their emotions, okay, and manage their intuition so they can identify the intuition, Because someone feels like maybe having casual sex is just not fulfilling. It's not fulfilling. It's only so far casual sex can take you, or sex can take with no feelings. And now someone feels like they've got to stand up for themselves. Another small card. Someone's got to stand up for themselves. Maybe someone wants to be a magician. Yeah, they're manifesting the truth, maybe. Or to be more truthful within themselves. This is a small card again. I don't know why these small cards are getting mixed up. I just got them yesterday. Please bear with me. All right. But someone feels like their success isn't working. They feel left out in the cold, especially from God, or maybe a Gemini masculine, or maybe a Taurus Cap, Aquarius Gemini person feels left out in the cold when it comes to success. So they have to tie up one of loose ends, all right? Maybe he's masculine, maybe a King of Swords recognizes his own feelings, maybe he blocked his truth, maybe he blocked his feelings, because only so far, casual sex is expensive, man. It can make you broke. And I think this is what this masculine is looking at. It can make you broke, man. It's a reckless, hyperactive foolishness to do. You're just playing yourself. A player is playing himself. Whether he got played by someone else or not, you're just playing yourself out of the game of success, you know? Someone's looking at a soul world, okay? Or someone's looking at someone's world that's very spiritual, brave, got the courage. They may be servicing a lot of people when it comes to confusion of spirituality or trying to complete their world. Maybe somebody wants to reach out for help, all right? But don't use your therapist as someone to just sit and talk to. Do the work, you know? So someone wants to complete one or two loose ends and do a celebration with a friend, maybe. Or they're looking at completing one or two loose ends with a friend they thought was giving them support, okay? Because maybe someone's got a third-party person. There's no emotion. There was never any emotions, all right? So how far can this take you? Because now it's gone to a Four of Cups. Someone's feelings feels like unfulfilled. Now someone's feelings feels unfulfilled. Why? Because it's only so far casual sex can take you, babe, right? So someone's looking at a situation where they feel unfulfilled within their world. They want to complete one or two loose ends and maybe celebrate with soulful families or celebrate with their own emotions by blending the mind, body, and the soul. Because you know, like when the Three of Cups reminds me of when you're going out driving, there's a driving wheel, three of your friends in the car. All right, who would you put in the passenger seat? A drunk. You wouldn't, would you? When you all three of you going out to celebrate, who's going to be the sensible one? Who's going to be the one that's going to be accountable for their responsibilities? Sometimes you need that friend to say, you know what, you're wrong, man. And I think this is where this cycle of friendship and support keep going into a vicious cycle, because no one's willing to say, you know what you're doing is wrong. And that's a friend. When a friend supports you in a cycle that's not going anywhere, there's a hidden agenda for that friend. So that friend's not a friend giving you emotional support. So now maybe someone's looking at their friends and they want to plant a new foundation away from people, things, and places that are not serving them for the highest good. All right? Somebody wants to come and probably do a picnic with you, or a little meal, or a dinner date. And maybe a King of Wands is looking at completion. Maybe they're looking at maybe going out for dinner with some friends to celebrate. Maybe they've got a brilliant idea. This is a visionary person. But maybe this person's heartbroken about their friends. They're not given any emotional support. And this masculine seems to be heartbroken. There's only so far your friend can give you casual sex for to help them to celebrate their world. How far can you give your energy away to someone, a third-party person that needs success? So you have to do through sleeping, promiscuously. Come on, people, man. So now someone's heartbroken, maybe a Libra person. Heartbroken because someone's shady, man. So now we're looking at maybe an ending. Somebody didn't end a cycle with a third-party person. Now they're heartbroken. You need to do closures, man. Somebody didn't do a closure with a friend that was supportive. And now maybe his masculine is maybe trying to like turn his back on a heartbreak. Because now they see a friend, a supportive friend, taking that leap of faith away from this King of Wands. Because this King of Wands didn't give no love and support. So now maybe they feel in that Five of Cups. Loss, regret. You know, they made their friend feel unloved, maybe. Maybe this King of Wands feels unloved from their friends. Maybe he's in a group, but he's outside of a group. Maybe he's one of them culture men where you are your spouse's slave. Do you know what I mean? You work for your spouse, you know? Or you have to look a certain way in front of your friends. Nah, man. That's just bringing down your emotions, man. So now someone's looking at a five. Someone has to walk away from people, things, and places, their friend group, and take that leap of faith. Because someone's looking at taking fresh hope. They see that fresh hope. They see a pathway. But maybe they feel that regret with Aquarius person, a healer, you know? What came before the Aquarius person? His friends. He gave his friends support. He gave his third-party person support. Maybe because they're both stars or inspirational people, or they're trying to be influencers. But now we're looking at a person where they feel like they should have took that leap of faith and closed a cycle, gave someone closure, which was a Aquarius person that was loving and supportive. Now this King of Wands maybe is thinking of his heart. It's heartbroken. Because the heart is the seat of the soul, man. Do you know what I'm saying? The heart is the beacon. The heart is where maybe this masculine went against his better judgment. He went against his heart, all right? So now someone's moving. Aquarius person is moving as a soul having a Cuban experience. And he's just sitting there watching, all right? Or maybe thinking of how to come in and complete maybe a closure, you know, or success. Take it as it resonates, because you can't force people's values onto people. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. So now we're looking at a situation where someone's looking at healing, inspiration, the beacon of light. We're looking at the star energy. The star is in you. So we're looking at renewal. We're looking at hope. We're looking at inner clarity. Someone is a miracle. And someone has faith in God so heavily that that's their spotlight. God. Because now we're looking at, there was a strong heartbreak. With a King of Wands, he was more focused on the energy of the star with the Queen of Pentacles. So now we're looking at a very strong woman. That's an Aquarius person. And now they feel that regret. Because now you see a heartbreak, all right? Maybe they're looking at this movement of this person creating their own independence as a businesswoman, very grounded, nurturing. So now you see these two people that was playing games above this Queen of Swords. Obviously, it's Aquarius person. Now, this King of Cups, or maybe this Queen of Pentacles, and this Leo person is heartbroken. Because the way they treat a very nice person that goes around helping people. But they took the help and took it for advantage. So they can go around doing celebration on the backs of a very loving person. That's an inspiration. So now they're both heartbroken. They both were playing each other. Oh, another small card. There you go. Queen of Pentacles. She just loved the limelight. Gotta be there. Here in that King of Cups. Just gotta be fucking everywhere. So now we're looking at self-sufficiency. We're looking at self-orientation. We're looking at a vision. Alright. Now Aquarius person's turned their back. and they're celebrating their own leaps of faith, completing their own success. Okay, because we understand that a King of Wands ended with an Aquarius person, or someone's wish fulfillment is ending, and it's a heartbreak. Maybe a third-party person, that the foundation was being a star with a King of Wands. Now they're heartbroken. There seems to be an ending. Someone's doing personal transformation, because there's probably a Aquarius person taking that leap of faith and ending with a King of Wands. There's too much heartbreak, too many third-party people, and it's more about third-party and less about success. All right? So thank you for supporting, or maybe this King of Wands want to say thank you for supporting me. You really was a good friend, and I didn't see you, and now it's ended, isn't it? It is what it is. You shouldn't have listened to a third-party person. So now we're looking at ending. Every ending, remember, has a new beginning, okay? Because someone has this feeling, all right, about their domestic behavior. We're looking at imagination, all right? We're looking at maybe someone being introverted, but they're looking at the intuitive side. This masculine could be moody and quiet, being very protective due to an ending, about heartbreak, okay? Maybe his masculine is very sensitive, okay, very touchy and unstable with his emotions right now. So his heart is broken after an ending with maybe a star, or maybe a wish fulfillment of taking a leap of faith to become successful with a third-party person. So now we see ending of messages, or slowing down, and someone's heartbroken with the King of Wands from Aquarius person. All right? Because they're too happy. They say, I'm going to choose happiness over your third-party person you want to end whenever you feel like it. When someone sends you messages consistently for 5 years and you turn your back on that person. Now your heart's broken. What goes around comes around. Because somebody was building castles in the air. All right? Now we're looking at someone's heartbroken. Why are they heartbroken? All right? Because now we're looking at the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands are all about speed change. Someone's done a very speed change. They're doing a quick actions. All right? Somebody probably likes speed. Okay? Because now we're looking at news is arriving. Someone had some news and it made changes. All right? So now this news has come to an end. All right? No more messages for the King of Wands. Okay? Because now we're looking at a situation when someone's going within themselves and they're doing very direct talking, because somebody does too much casual, all right, too much casual sex with people. So now you're looking at foreseeing, all right, maybe someone's exploring a lawyer, or maybe looking at priesthood, maybe looking at philosophy, but someone's being very outspoken. It could be a Libra person, all right, because somebody was exaggerating, being very irresponsible when it comes to messages or quick speed of action, or maybe someone's exaggerating how successful they were, all right. So now looking at maybe a philosophical side of yourself. Maybe you both have a philosophical clash and you're being very honest and outspoken, all right? Someone's very talkative when it comes to quick change, quick speed, maybe about a career person taking a leap of faith away from a King of Wands, and a King of Wands just standing, sitting there watching this ending. Why? Because he focused on a third-party person. Somebody took that leap of faith away from a King of Wands because it came with too much deception, no healing. We're not inspired by deception. We're not inspired by people barking up the wrong tree and creating obstacles towards a pathway that won't look at the shadow of self. So now we're looking at the moon. Someone's living under an delusion, because someone has a secret or someone has a fear of taking a leap of faith, all right? But didn't have that faith to go and heal a third-party person. But they didn't mind ending with a good supportive friend that was an Aquarius person. So now things ain't making no sense. Do you get what I'm saying, collective? So now you're going into your day thinking, Queen of Swords, you're a very good friend, inspiration, all right? And you're going to be ending with a King of Wands, and the King of Wands is going to be heartbroken because he focused on a third-party person, and the third-party person was focusing on ending a Queen of Swords, unalivement, and his foundation from a third-party person was the same thing as well. But where was that person's support for that person when that person introduced their name to a third-party person, because that third-party person only knew that person, Queen of Swords, because of who? A King of Wands. So now we're looking at healing, looking at inspiration. Maybe somebody wants to heal a deception. Maybe someone wants to end a deception, all right? There seems to be fears, all right? and illusions, delusions. All right, someone's in a lunacy. Okay, because secrets are being revealed, because someone's moving. Someone's got very strong willpower when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to healing, when it comes to celebrating with the mind, body, and the soul. Maybe someone's going to move strongly and powerful towards a Aquarius person to bring healing, celebration, ending of a deception. All right, because now we understand he's in difficulty with Queen of Pentacles. So now you have a difficulty with Queen of Pentacles. I think it's rude that you think you can come over here now. Why? Because you left a Queen of Swords as an option. Suck your fucking mother, you fucking tramp. That's rude, man. So now you're looking at healing, deception, because there was a third party person, a Queen of Pentacles, that wanted an ending for an Aquarius person. That was the foundation. How did this Queen of Pentacles know a Queen of Swords? Because of a King of Wands. All right. So now we're looking at transformation. Somebody was looking at personal transformation through someone's messages, the Queen of Pentacles, because they want to go into that energy of I'm a star, I'm influential, I'm the one you should follow. All right. So now we understand someone's under deception. Okay. So now Aquarius person, Earth Angel, is trying to just follow the Earth Angels, all right, on Earth, and just blend her mind, body, and soul, and just bring her mind to calmer waters, because they're ending it with a King of Wands. No more messages for a King of Wands, all right? It's coming to an end. Every ending has a new beginning. So just keep working on your own lifestyle, all right? Because you haven't... So after every ending, somebody probably wants to end someone's manifestation for messages. Maybe a Sagittarius person or a Libra person. Somebody was manifesting a quick speed into heartbreak. Why would people wish that? And to know you're around this circle of people that was wishing that, and then 5 years later, you still want to say nothing, I guess we've got nothing to talk about. This is probably how someone feels, maybe a Queen of Swords. So now we're looking at someone was doing manipulation, someone was tricking, do you know what I mean? And now there's a heartbreak about someone's speed. Because now we're looking at a wounded warrior, looking at someone's strength and ability to move forward away from a heartbreak, all right? Because it's like players, they don't mind hurting everybody else's heart, but try hurt their heart. It's a big problem. It's a big problem. That's madness. Burden now. Heartbreak. Carry that heartbreak on your own like I had to. So now you're looking at situations. Someone's doing some fast speed changes. Okay. Maybe someone's healing their heart and bringing the heart into a situation, into a powerful movement. Because now they see the power of someone's messages that they ignored but made money. Now looking at the higher priestess, someone's hidden feelings, someone's willpower when it comes to the strength of maybe tarot or maybe their own truth when it comes to divine truth. Someone has the mysteries of spirituality and the knowledge of the earth. And someone's walking away from people, things, and places. Because we're here to serve God and God only. We're not here to serve masculines to think they can be a grounded, rich man and think that they can just go around with third-party persons and just take other people's inspiration and end it. Do you understand? Because they want to manifest, or their third-party person wants to manifest and end it. That, no, I'm not, no. That cycle is no. We got our completion. We're all right. We got our completion. We understand that somebody made success or was manifesting a success for an entrapment, or someone's thinking about an entrapment. Now, someone's going to spiritual prison, earth prison, or mental prison. Could be a Gemini person, take it as it resonates, a Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Taurus person. Now we're looking at maybe a Pisces person or a Cancer person, taking that leap of faith, thinking about an entrapment for their success, so that they can go to events and celebrate and act like a friend that was supported by the feelings, but the mind was trapped in success and abundance, all right, under the foundation of deception, illusions, and illusions. So now we see a situation where someone's stuck and maybe having a conflict with a Leo or maybe a Gemini person about third-party person. Because now we're looking at 5 and 6. Now someone is looking at a situation where someone brought a third-party person, a rival, and it brought obstacles. Because now it's become a challenge to someone's heart. Because now their thoughts are stuck in their cycle of completion. Now, how do I complete now? Exactly. You didn't want to go, you didn't want to complete, give someone closure. And now someone's seeking closure. But now they can't get that closure. Or maybe they are, but on their own. Because now we're looking at a situation. Someone brought a third-party person and brought challenges and rivals. Because all they was looking at was a needle in haystacks. All right? That means they would just run around each other, looking at people's self-expressions, people's creative ideas, and was listening, but not to understand. Do you understand? They were listening just to reply to their own success. Because in the mind, they were trapped into an energy of, I'm only here as a third-party person to bring challenges and obstacles. Okay? So now maybe someone's going to phone you about a challenge, because I can hear my phone going off. I can hear my phone upstairs. All right? So someone's got a challenge, all right? And an obstacle to face when it comes to entrapment or trying to get closure about an entrapment. Because now maybe the King of Wands, he feels heartbroken because he was stabbed in the back by people thought he was his friends. Or he feels this Gemini person is ending because they feel like he betrayed her with a third-party person and created conflicts and obstacles. Because this person forced themselves to be a rival when someone can't see and their hands were tied. So how did this person that's stuck in their own world end up in an argument, challenges and obstacles with a King of Wands friends that was supporting by fake emotions for this King of Wands? So now maybe this King of Wands now feels, he's looking at his friendships and he's looking at maybe his own thoughts, and now he's looking at a painful ending. Because his friend backstabbed him in the back. Wasn't his friend. So he's going through some dark moments. Maybe this King of Wands is very heartbroken. Alright? But when this King of Wands learns from maybe a challenge from a third-party person or a group of friends, maybe he was standing up for his Queen of Pentacles, but Queen of Pentacles was in the King of Cups. So now he feels heartbroken. He has to come to peace with it. Because what goes around comes around. Hurt people, isn't it? So now maybe someone's heart is broken. Because maybe their friends, they thought was friends that was supported by the emotions. They're going around and saying, into me. Maybe he's saying, into me, I feel that maybe King of Cups is in self-pity, soaking. All right, maybe being unstable. Because maybe this Cancer person, all right, was backstabbing this King of Wands behind his back. Sinking his ships by being very cunning and very gossipy. Now someone's nervous about maybe journalists selling the story and teaching the masses about maybe a Cancer and a Queen of Pentacles stabbing a King of Wands in the back and with a Gemini person. So now we see maybe this King of Wands is now seeing that even though he has a conflict with his friends or circle of support, there's still a horizon. Do you understand? He just has to come to peace with it and maybe look at the heart when it comes to his friends, his partners, his marriages, maybe individual relationships, especially with oneself. Because maybe there's a clash about a contract or a partnership. Why a partnership came together was for a contract, okay? So now someone's heartbroken about their cycle. Because now maybe a Gemini or a Libra person, maybe this is a businessman, or maybe looking at a Virgo masculine, take it as it resonates. He's looking at these messages. Maybe his masculine has become more grounded now because he's come to peace about his conflicts with his circle of friends because there was an entrapment. But how can that person in their own world see if their hands are tied? So why is there a conflict with your friends that gave you love and support, but they were stabbing this masculine in the back? So now he has to come to peace with it. Now maybe this masculine's more grounded with his heart, or maybe this air sign person, the Queen of Swords, is more grounded because it's about the feelings, isn't it? So now someone's using their intuition, their feelings to bring the wish to come true. Because someone's maybe a Virgo masculine or Sagittarius or Cancer masculine behind the King of Wands. Maybe they're heartbroken about the speed change and ending. Because now the King of Wands said, into me, I feel heartbreak. after manipulation. Because someone's doing trickery. But little did they know, I'm more powerful alchemist. This is why they need me. So this is why this masculine feels like, not in an ego way, but I've got a higher horizon. Why? Because now you lot really made me feel I am the commodity. You lot do need me. Hey, I can take that leap of faith out of entrapment in my mind. Even though you lot backstab me in the back, you done me a good fucking favour. Even though Queen of Swords might be pissed off with me for lying, stealing, cheating, not saying nothing to her, running away. Even though Seven of Swords can also mean running, like the runner in the twin flame connection. Because now we're looking at maybe an Aquarius or Gemini masculine is looking at this conflict and he thought he'll be out of it. But no, you're in there as well, my friend. King of Wands said, I'm not stupid. Because I understand you lot are very devious. You lot are very jealous and very envious against the Aquarius person. But now me and the Aquarius person has got a conflict now. Why? Because we had an ending. There you go. What a messy world we live in, eh? So now maybe someone is looking back and walking away from their friends, but they keep looking back at their friends about this stagnation, about obstacles, delays, acting as a friend, masquerading in their camp. But there was no love and support. It was only a needle in the haystack they were looking for. All right, so they was going for like a windmill, just keep going around in the same cycle. So someone's coming out of that cycle of those friendship group, and now they've gone into healing. Because maybe an Aquarius person keeps looking back at the King of Swords, King of Wands, thinking, what the fuck are you doing, bro? When are you going to end it with this cycle of friends? When are you going to end it, man, and make your speed change and be more grounded? I can't force you. As much as you might find I'm irritated online, or maybe you feel someone feels you're irritated with their communication with that person while you're ending messages. You still can't force someone. We have to give everyone their own free will, because I think it's healthier when people use their intuition and then go forward to one another. I think that's the best way. Because someone's healing from a foundation. Hey, healing, yeah, Aquarius person or a Leo person. They're healing from an entrapment that came of the foundation of lying, stealing, cheating, people masquerading as a friend, maybe a cycle of friends that was in the needle of a haystack, looking for creative ideas to become that inspiration, but they were building a ground on false pretense, because there was lots of falseness, challenges, obstacles, arguments over creative ideas, false expression, people opinion. People are talking about all this creative stuff, but they weren't really listening to each other. Why? Because they're not supportive friends. It was more, I want to do entrapments for success for my own world. So now maybe this masculine has come out of that cycle of friendship group, or a third party person and their friendship group, take it as it resonates, because now he's gone into healing, okay? Because now we're looking at someone is maybe looking at a Gemini person and they keep phoning. So now maybe he's understanding these people probably guilt. Now the guilt's coming out. You see, after a certain time, when people know they've done bad, and they feel someone even knows a little bit, you can see people's actions start acting weird. So maybe he feels like, why do people keep calling me? Because they know I know. Do you understand? So now maybe this masculine feels like he's in a better position. He's like 10 steps ahead of these people. This is why he can walk away from a foundation and leave them fighting. Do you understand? He's like, bye, see you later, I'm out. Even though Aquarius person, she's gonna have my neck. I know what she's like, because that's my divine feminine. I know what she's like. I'm gonna take my time, boy. I'm taking my time because I'm in my armor. I know what I'm heading to. But nothing can't get worse. No way. It can't get worse than what I was in. No way. That's madness. So now someone's looking at ending, maybe of an ex. Because now we're looking at happiness, You can't take on other people's burdens and hide from your own happiness, Because someone's put in happiness before. Maybe it's such a tourist Leo person. Maybe such a tourist person tried to end his happiness. But he's ending a cycle of friends that were relying on his happiness, relying on his light, relying on his energy, relying on his speed. They were relying on him taking on a burden, extra burden that didn't belong to him. So now he's got the spiritual world or spiritual baby helping him. Because I see the death card, baby, that's a spiritual baby, Helping. Maybe King of Wands because burdens. because he just doesn't care. That's his dad. Nothing is going to happen to his dad. It is what it is. And that's where his reliability is coming from. He just has to use his intuition and see that he's got one of the most powerful spiritual babies. And he doesn't care. He loves his dad. So you could be thinking of a spiritual child, all right? Maybe you're in the energy of looking at nurturing your own emotions when it comes to your inner child, all right? Maybe you're looking at a situation when you're going to look at the roots of your foundation and look at more of who supports you, okay, in your activities, okay, and your affairs, especially at the end of your life. That's really important as well, all right? So now we're looking at the cycle of life, all right? Someone wanted to end someone's generational wealth, but this masculine, he's learned to unlearn again about his own authentic self, and he realized now why he sees his horizon is because he knows, oh shit, I was what they needed because I got generational wealth. I am the one they need. I am the seed to their creativity. So now he's understanding. Maybe his masculine felt at some point, because, I don't know, maybe, what do you call that word when people felt a little bit outside, a little bit of an outsider. But that was the game, a little bit, because they need this masculine. They need this masculine. So now he's manifesting, because they will find at any cost for this masculine seeds. To find at any cost. Even if I bring you babies, I don't even want your baby. But I know you got lucrative deals, bro. And now this masculine sees how lucrative he is. He feels more grounded. And he's making some real speed changes. Because why? His vision is very clear. Very clear. That took a turning point, didn't it? Very clear. Very grounded. Very secure. Very abundant. Masculine. Very powerful. Masculine. Especially when it comes to the soul of itself. Yeah, because now this masculine is getting justice after injustice with a bunch of buffoons that they thought was friends. No, man, they're not supporting you emotionally. So now maybe his King of Wands is sitting in the energy or 4 cups. You know, he's feeling unfulfilled after a surprise gift from an air sign person, but it went under the energy of deception, tricks, people acting like his friend. Why? Because they saw him under the energy of a lucrative deal. Now they're realizing how creative the King of Wands is. Why? Because if he's that telepathic to someone else, fuck me, that masculine is a powerful motherfucker. And now someone keeps phoning. And I think this is what's irritating him. I reckon someone keeps phoning because someone doesn't want this masculine to leave. I reckon he's getting a lot of phone calls, man. I reckon he's getting it, boy. But he doesn't realize why they're bugging him. They need him. So even if they do guilt trips, nah, I get you lot's game, bro. Do you know what it is as well about when the wizard told me to pick up my tarot the first time? He came in my dream and I said, can you do my readings? And I feel like he's my soulmate, and he keeps on telling me to do reading. He keeps on telling me things. Even when we went on our first date, very first date, and he said one slight thing. It was so small. Even he, like a span round. I said, are you all right? He said, how did you know? And shit, it's a shock to him. Now he knows. He shouldn't have listened to support friends. Why? Because they don't have the experience like he does. Maybe, you know when you go to events all the time, you get drunk, maybe you think, all right, I had a dream, but maybe it's, nah. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes it's hallucination. Maybe that's what they're thinking. Oh, it's a hallucination. Come on, let's go out. Let's drink. Let's do. Trying to make this masculine not think straight. You lot are fucking evil, bro. His friends, man, bring awful deception. Maybe a Cancer person. A Gemini person. Nah, man. Sagittarius, take it as it resonates. Yeah, so now there was deception, but when there's an unknown problem because someone's masculine as a friend, use your intuition. Pour self-love into yourself, and guess what? New love is in your way, King of Wands. New love. New love, regardless of any lies, stealing, cheating, no matter the energy of someone being frustrated because they were stuck in entrapment, because there seems to be a conflict within and outside of oneself about someone's foundation. People are really relying on this masculine for their foundation. And I think this masculine would have been a billionaire already if he didn't waste his time in this group. I think he's realizing that. Not just love with someone that's stuck. It's not just about love. It's about self-respect. It's about seeing your own worth, your own abundance. And I think this is a massive realization to this King of Wands. I think that's where his justice is coming in, from the universe. Oh, look, from the universe. A Wheel of Fortune. The universe is turning this turning point, you know. No matter how upset the fleshes are towards each other, you see the souls? Nah, they're all going to do that turning point together. They don't care about anyone's opinion. They don't care. So someone's looking at self-love. It's all about self-love handed from God after your tower moment. Because someone built a tower away from their intuition, away from their better judgment. So this is where the angels are coming now, all right? Okay, and this is where they give you a chance to blend your emotions, okay? Blend the light with the dark and walk within the passageway. But somebody tried to block Earth angels, maybe a Taurus person, all right? Tried to maybe block a Leo person. So now there's a tower moment because the foundation is built on stones. You can't... It's built on materialism. It's built on someone being creatively blocked. Like someone is creative and someone isn't. So to keep this facade going, someone needs to keep someone in the dark. This is probably why you don't really see them together in public, because this Taurus person needs that foundation to look solid, and it's not. Because once this masculine leaves and they don't talk, people are going to be asking, why aren't you not talking? And then they're going to see the truth. Why? Because ABC done ABC. Do you understand what I'm saying? Forget about being promiscuous. It's the feminine, man. It's what the fuck she was doing to look like they were self-sufficient. To look like she was self-sufficient. So now the counterpart to the King of Wands is really upset. Because you're still saying, how the fuck did this person, Taurus person, know me, bro? Because of you. And was you there for me for 5 years? No, you clashed with me for 5 years. And you built a foundation with a Taurus person that's broke when it comes to creativity. Broke when it comes to turning the corner. Why? Every corner she turns is destruction. That's her true entity. Because they didn't read messages to understand. They read messages to create their own success. You cannot learn to be someone else in spirituality. It only shows you who you are under your fucking skin. And that was a shock. And now it's become a challenge and an obstacle to come out of this group now. Why? Because someone is hanging on to their foundation that was built on a lie. Somebody wants to block someone's new love, man. A Taurus person. They were manifesting that with their family. Go on, breathe for it, baby. Try and breathe for it before he leaves, darling. Because you'll always be attached to the King of Wands. You'll always have a piece of that money. Really? I'll tell it to go and sell it to his granddad. Who the hell do you think you are? So the two soulmates are heartbroken. They keep talking to each other non-stop in the spiritual world to bring in healing, inspiration, whether together or not. Just be inspired by the soul and just keep fucking walking, mate. Because now you're seeing two solid alchemists when it comes to soulmates. Look at that. Raining down. Just raining down. The ancestors raining down all their generational wealth from what they've learned from the day they were born billions of years ago till now, you know? Because we always come back and evolve through wisdom and knowledge, not through car, houses, seas of pentacles, jewelry, Instagram likes, social media likes. Because we all have a voice now, but they're not using it in the right way. They're more bringing clashes to our university, the life of school. So now they're more into the school of knocks for rocks in their head. Because why? Because the heart is full of stones. Do you understand? That's their tone when it comes to success. All right? So now someone's going to complete the cycle. But it takes patience. Do you understand? And understanding, which is not easy to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? But with the faith of God, anything is possible. All right, even under a broken heart. Anything is possible. Why? Because the soul is the seat of the heart, or the heart is the seat of the soul. All right. So now we're going through self-evaluation. Okay, because every action has a reaction. Every action, all right, has consequences. So now we're doing self-evaluation. Someone's bringing in security. Someone's securing their own thoughts, securing their emotions, okay, and securing their feelings. Okay, so that they can really see a clash with the group, maybe, because now they're thinking about how powerful their own justice is going to be after working with a group of people that didn't have no emotional support for King of Wands. So now maybe there's a situation where someone's looking at a legal battle, maybe with a Virgo person, take it as it resonates, because someone's thinking about lovers, maybe a Libra person. Or this King of Wands is thinking about balance, fairness, truth when it comes to 2 o'clock. You can see generational wealth, a very powerful couple, but somebody wants to block that situation. And the King of Wands is like me, and I tell you, when I first met him as well, I love his blunt talking. Someone keeps phoning. Someone keeps bringing in telepathic communication. Because there's many ways of communication today. But you've really got to listen. You know? Because it's like the intuition. It's like my phone being upstairs. You have to really listen. Through the walls, through the plastery, you know, through the concrete. And it goes with that gut feeling. What does your air tell the heart of the art where the soul is sitting? What is it saying? Into me, I think I am changeable regardless of people being gossipy and acting like they're not gossipy, but they are. They're very cunning people around a King of Wands. So now maybe looking at a journalist is watching this situation, and now someone's going to be selling this story and teaching the people. Maybe it's going to be this King of Wands. But maybe the King of Wands is going to be facing a lot of journalists soon, asking, what the fuck is going on? So now maybe this King of Wands is thinking about his justice. He went for an injustice with a Taurus person that paid for entrapment for their success. He's looking at this lie about donations, about charity giving. He's looking at a lie. All right? And this lie bringing in a challenge, an obstacle for maybe an air sign person, a Queen of Swords. Because now we're looking at a situation where there's a clash with people he's familiar with. It could be a Cancer person, Scorpio person, or Virgo person, or Taurus person, or a Gemini person. Someone he's familiar with. He has to stand up for himself against these people that's in a haystack seeking for needles. Maybe these people do needles. But someone's holding on to a conflict with a friend. They were acting as a friend, but they were backstabbing. It's a situation where did someone steal something? I help you look for it, but they got it in their back pocket. Oh, look at my knee. Someone kicked my knee. But that person just got a brick and slapped it. Maybe this person looked at someone like a Batty and Bench, kind of like, that's my buddy. Nah. Now he's seeing and looking. Uh-oh, I held back from my soulmate and I should have sat down and spoke to her. Instead, I sat back and spoke to someone more familiar. Do you understand? I should never went up against my better judgment or listened to outside opinion. But at the same time, this masculine is facing his own inner child wounds, and that's what he held on to, and that's what's clashing his relationships. He's holding on to his childhood wounds, all right? So maybe he has to take that calling and just leave it alone now. End it, because he's healed. He's just around the wrong people to recognize how powerful and healed he is. Because now he's looking at an air sign person as the Empress. And he feels she tried to protect him because she felt that painful ending. A soulmate around Earth family that's going for a tower moment because really they're broke on the means bracket they want. Because you know what? Everyone's broke is different. Because you can be rich on £1,000, you know, and still look more richer than a billionaire. It depends on your lifestyle. And I think that's the problem with a lot of these friendship groups. They look too much on people's lifestyle and try to keep up with that lifestyle. And that's what's making them broke. It's too much people pleasers. Pick me, pick me. Can I be next? No, sit down. Be next to yourself, you know. Into me I feel. Because into me, introduce yourself to yourself, which is the soul of the self. So now someone's looking at being grounded and very abundant, all right? Because they're looking at air sign person. Because this Empress knew he was holding back as much as she wanted to rip his fucking head off. And she didn't want to do it in public. She said, I don't want to do it in public. He knows this. So it makes her even more angry with him. Do you understand? So he's holding back from talking because he knows he's coming into a conflict. Why? Wounded warrior. She told him, you're the wounded warrior. Go and sit your backside down. She told him 13 years ago, go and sit down. Nope, don't want to listen. Want to run around like a hoodless chicken. Now it's in a situation, someone's wounded within their pillar of life. Now they've got to go and stand up for themselves, but they've got the strength, ambition, because they keep looking at the Empress. And he's saying, thank you for supporting me, but I was a little bit of a bitch, weren't I? And I'm saying, yeah, you bloody sure was. And we're telepathically communicating to each other. You must be a buffoon, King of Wands. So now we're looking at lying. Somebody was lying when they took that leap of faith. Because they don't have leaps of faith, a Taurus person. They took that leap of faith into lying, stealing, cheating. And someone keeps looking back at this Leo person. Because now a Taurus or Capricorn person is in the energy of control. The Four of Pentacles. Someone's in the energy of control, could be a Capricorn person. They're trying to control their ambition. They're very overly ambitious. Someone's trying to control their discipline, but they don't have no rascal discipline. This is why they're going for a tower moment. It was all a lie. They don't have no discipline. They've got no political issues that they can stand up for, because they don't stand up for nothing but self, right? This person's holding on. Why? Because they're thirsty, seeking for money and status with power. So now there seems to be frustration within this group. There's no emotion with a third-party person or a group of people. Do you understand? They could be just looking for investments. This is why they're seeking and frustrated within their seeking. Now they're looking at pessimistic. Why? Tower moments here. Tower moment. Lying, stealing, cheating, creating false friendship circles on a false ground. Why? Because they don't want to be broke. They don't want to be left out in the cold. So now they're trying to control this new love being blocked. They're trying to control it. You know? Why? Because there's speed changes when it comes to this message. They were getting speed changes. They were relying on this message. They were getting money, support, you name it, from this King of Wands. So now maybe someone's trying to hold on to this tower moment. Why? Because it's going down quite strongly. Oh, look, there you go, quite strongly. Because the Leo said, Taurus person, you know I don't like you, bro. If you didn't spike my drinks and that, you know it would have been, as soon as I said cut, wrap, over, you would have been gone a long time. I'm telling you, I know my King of Wands. He doesn't like Genevieve like that. He probably wouldn't even raise his sausage in that pan and fried it for it to be added with the scrambled egg with the yolk of semolina. May I tell you, I don't care what you lot say. Now looking at messages, speed changes. Someone's foundation's going down. Maybe a Sagittarius person and a Taurus person. Why? Because of control. They've got control issues. So now someone's turning their back. Their foundation. Somebody wanted to hold on and keep this soul family blocked because they were looking for a Ten of Pentacles through a King of Wands by stealing, cheating, and taking creative ideas, stuff like that. It was a needle in the haystack anyway. So they bring confusions towards someone's foundation. But no, the King of Wands is very clear. He said, I'm very clear and I'm very slow. Oh, King of Wands, man. I'm not saying that, bro. Whatever. Someone making speed changes anyway, because when the tower goes down, now someone has a clear vision. They were around maybe 2 bunny boilers. Could be a Cancer or Taurus person or a Sagittarius person. Take it as it resonates. But they see this as bunny boilers. Just looking around for people's foundation, being a bunny boiler. That's it. End of. And now he's blocked it. But you're trying to block it out the memory, maybe. This is probably why someone keeps channeling it over. Take it as it resonates. But someone's trying to hold on anyway. Someone's trying to hold on to this tower moment. It's going down regardless. The higher it is, the better anyway. Because now they have a bigger lesson. Someone's got in their pride before the fall. This group of people. Because this King of Wands says, I'm leaving you lot. Because they're going to be arguing. No matter when this King of Wands leaves, yeah. It doesn't matter when they leave. This group he leaves will still be left in contention. And he'll be gone. So all that energy trying to create around a King of Wands and a Two of Cups, they're still going to be left in a burst energy between each other. And he's not going to be there. And they created it all around this masculine to keep him in that cycle. Because he's looking at a mysterious person. He's looking at the cup of love, you know. He's looking at a foundation. But he has to end it with a Queen of Pentacles. He has to end it with a Queen of Pentacles that's trying to be the Empress, but you can't learn to be the Empress, baby. Spirituality means you're learning about yourself, because they bring confusions, and now they got to walk away. Well, I told you, they got to walk away from the Queen of Pentacles. It was unrequited love. So now someone doing some bold talking. Why? Because they created a block. Why? Because this Queen of Pentacles is really broke underneath. She's broke away from God anyway. She doesn't believe in God. So she ain't going fucking nowhere. Do you understand? She don't believe in structure. She believes in blocking people. Maybe a Gemini masculine trying to block this Queen of Pentacles now because of this delusion, because of this purpose. Yeah, ending, because he's done a purpose ending, and now maybe a Gemini Libra person's thinking about this situation, because maybe he's in this entrapment as well. She manipulated a lot of people into this cycle, and a lot of people are going to sit back, and she's going to be left, when this King of Wands is gone, because it's all about the King of Wands, and being about this Empress shit, she's still going to be left with a Gemini, a Cancer, a Sagittarius. I can name you a lot of people. This Queen of Wands is still, Queen of Pentacles is still going to be in a long, everlasting fight. Even when the King of Wands is gone, he's gone and had babies, and he's gone and had more success. This person's still going to be in some long-ass fight. What I mean fight with a lot of people. Someone's time is someone's disaster, isn't it? Because now this King of Wands is looking at a new love. A Leo person, maybe. With an Aquarius person, the Queen of Swords. And that's the truth. That's God's baby. That's God's baby. Don't play. That's the truth. That's God's baby. Queen of Swords. She's a very strong person. She's a part of the spiritual justice team. That's like you trying to corrupt the judge. On earth. Well, maybe you can in your country, whatever bloody country you're from, like Genevieve Naja in Nigeria. Maybe you can corrupt your judges in there. Maybe you can do that. But let's try and see you corrupt Judge God. Let's see you try to do that, baby. Because she said, I can do whatever I want. Happy birthday to me. Really? Oh, stop singing. You can't sing. What's it come out of that album now? Yes, Queen of Swords is too strong for you lot, man. She's got a healthy boundary of that is the Empress. You can't play with the Empress, my darling. We're looking at the community. We're looking at pouring love into community. We understand somebody was lying within their community for stability. But now we're looking at stability with new love. That someone tried to block a Taurus person. Why? Because they are a peasant. All right? Now we're looking at stability. After it was blocked, maybe, for some of you. Or maybe you're looking at twin flame connection after it was blocked, maybe. Because now you're looking at new cycle. A soul world. Where a Taurus person and their group of friends will be blocked until they learn to behave. They will be going down for a tower moment, whether they like it or not. Go within collective, because that's what the Two of Cups did. They went within and done the work. Look for your authentic self, man. Be ready, though. Because if you're going to look for your authentic self, make sure you clean yourself at the same time. Because while you see your nasty flaws, the claws of the Satan energy, you get to create at the same time. But if you're going to be making money and not correcting your flaws, you'll be staying exactly who you are. The devil, like Genevieve Nadia. There you go. That's an example. So maybe there's a situation. The King of Wands is looking at a new cycle, completion. Looking at soulmates, maybe. What's out in the open? Telepathic communication. He wants a reunion. He's got this insight, but he's very armored. Why? Because he made an ending. Behind the Queen of Swords' back. She's a very strong person. But he says, as mad as she is with me, she held my back all the way through. All the way through. Even though she got her back to me, I know she loves me. She's just being a bitch right now. Shut up, Leo. And that's what the Queen of Pentacles is thinking about. The strength of the Queen of Swords. And her self-mastery. We've got that insight, haven't we, darling? Oh, yeah. Now, that's what she keeps thinking about now. Oh, yeah, she keeps thinking about it. She's looking at her willpower of the Queen of Swords. She wanted to be the Queen of Swords, but no. Leo's saying, no, you're the Queen of Pentacles. You're a very strong, intellectual woman, very good businesswoman. Oh, yeah, you are. He loves the way you work. Oh, yeah, he does. And now there's justice for the Queen of Swords. Let me tell you. She's going into rewards, recognition, and someone is heartbroken. Oh, never mind. Because there's a conflict with a Leo person when it comes for an earth sign person. Oh, never mind, Queen of Pentacles. You're heartbroken, aren't you? You're going to feel very much unloved. Why? Because you don't have no fucking emotions in the first place. She's got no empathy, man. Just open that pom-pom. That's the only empathy she's got. It's the only time you'll hear her make a sound. Meow. Where's my chocolate milk? All right, remember, walking love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.